Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and 7.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey, go lion. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Got this, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. And Davis with it left side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here comes third down at 7. From the 50, here's Herbert. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On first down, it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold with just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 28. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Robinson up the middle. There to make the tackle, Deion Leonard. Now they'll audible to something else. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
59. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And Washington... field here as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Little bootleg here. Howell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Go. Hey, Ram.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Homie took right.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. It's Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Howell changing the play here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Howell. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Howell from the gun. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Howell. He's going to try and go deep again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Now Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Howell now to throw it. And this one too low.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. That is caught. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 34 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find McGuire complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 12. Here's Howell. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now third down and very long. Now he'll look to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 16-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Howe will throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. In motion left is Davis.
Hey, Kappa. Ready.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Go.
That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Howell to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Another throw for Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Howell. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly out. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hand off now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And now they're in the hurry-up. Howell going to audible to something else. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 27. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing here, Howell. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 13 yards out. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Howell throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Run! Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! Ready!
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Herbert off of play action. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready!
Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. But partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to